Hello students, I just wanted to do a quick overview of what the class and what you can expect this semester uh, for Java one ITDEV 140. Now this is a continuation of ITDEV 110, the Java code that you learned and Java programming you learned then. And so we're going to be using the same book. But what we're going to do is continue from where you left off. In 110 you should have probably gone to about chapter 7. So this course will start with chapter 8 and going forward. In it we're going to do such things as inheritance, polymorphism. We're going to talk about GUI applications developed using Java. So we're going to go over a number of different things. We're going to continue through the book that you haven't had in 110 yet. Some of it will be reminiscent of 115. If you've taken 115 already, what we've done in C#, some of it will be similar to that, not exactly correct. Where it gets very different is in the GUI representation using Java. So anyway, just want to cover what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So if you look at Blackboard, and when we just get to the home page here, here's Blackboard when you come to the home page, what it should show. And if you look on the side here, there's something called weekly lessons. If you click on that, you'll see all the lessons for every week. Now what I'm going to do is every Sunday about 9 a.m. I'll make available the next lesson. So right now lesson 1 is available for you, and really what lesson 1 is just kind of a review of 110, ITDEV 110. So depending on when you took it and how long ago you took it, you may want to just kind of review the whole thing. And so what's here is kind of, first off, it just says this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at 110. We're going to have some videos in this lesson. There's an assignment, which I'll talk about in a little bit, and so on and so forth. And the next thing here is kind of a presentation. If you were in the class where I was giving a live class, this is kind of the slides I would look. This one here I put together just kind of summarize what's going on with 110. So if you want to look at it, you can just kind of go through it, kind of refresh your memory on what you did in 110. Over here some videos. Again, the first program and how to use NetBeans. Integrated, this should be IDE, not EDI. How to use NetBeans, integrated development environment. Just to let you know, you can use any development environment you want. It doesn't have to be NetBeans. If you want to use Eclipse or something else, something you're familiar with, go ahead and do it. All I want from you for the assignments is the source code, the file name .java. And what I'll do is I'll look through it, I'll run it on my IDE, see what works, what doesn't work, and grade it accordingly. So you can use any IDE you want. Does not have to be NetBeans, but if you're familiar with NetBeans, by all means go ahead and continue to use NetBeans. And then here's our first assignment. So under the first assignment, you'll see this is due August 31st, and so what that is Saturday, by the midnight on Saturday or Sunday morning, whatever way you want to look at it, looking at getting the first assignment in. And what I really want you to do is post an introduction of yourself on the discussion board. So if you go over here to the discussion board, you should see, yep, here it is, the welcome form. Just click on that and just create a thread and talk about yourself. This way I get to know you a little bit. I get to know who you are, and add such things as are you a full-time or part-time student? Do you have a job outside of MATC? If so, what is it? What got you interested in IT programming? I'm always fascinated to find out what kind of got you interested in this field. Anything else? Any kind of hobbies or interests you want to talk about? Whatever you feel like that makes you you. Put that in the introduction to it. What else do we have here under this assignment? Okay, the other thing is a syllabus confirmation. So if you go over to the syllabus, first off, what you'll see here is this class schedule. This is everything we're going to cover. So this is what I'm talking about, the introduction and review. But then we're going to look at classes. We're going to look at wrappers. More about wrappers, inheritance, exceptions. We're going to learn how to create our own exceptions, and also file I/O. And here's about the 10th lesson, 10th week. We're going to get into graphical user interfaces and looking at advanced controls for that, effects, and using media in our programs. So that's kind of everything we're going to cover, and that's under the schedule. Here's also all the assignments that are going to be, I think there's 10 assignments, and when they're going to be due, how many points they're worth. And if you notice, not only do you have assignments, we will have a midterm, and we'll have a final, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But here's what I want to talk about, is the syllabus. So if you go on, here's the syllabus. This is an asynchronous online delivery, which means you participate at your own time. There is no real-time video conferencing. You have the flexibility to complete the coursework within a set period of time. And again, as I said, new course lessons will be made every Sunday morning by 9 a.m. And you'll have 1 week to complete the necessary material. And I would really encourage you to complete it within the week. What you don't want to do is have it all pile up on you, and then at the very end of the semester you're trying to get through everything. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to me, because as time goes on, there's a number of things I have to grade also. So try to keep it on a weekly basis. This is just a little bit about my background. The best way to contact me is using menzlr@matc.edu. That's my email. And I'm here for you. Even though this is an online course, you have questions or you have concerns, comments, let me know. Send them to me. Things you liked about the course, things you don't like about the course, let me know. I'll respond to you, and I'll usually get back within 24 hours. Also, if you want to kind of have office hours, I can be available virtually between 9 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. using Blackboard Collaborate, or I will be on campus 8 to 9 and 10. This should be till noon. Let's see, I'm in room M382, so you can come by if you're on campus at that time on Thursdays, M382, and we can sit and talk. Also by request, just send me a line and we can find time where we both can make it and meet that way. If you're going to use the Blackboard Collaborate, let me know, because I have 5 courses, so I got to know which one to go into. We'll go into the the classroom for that. Again, it's the same book, and here's just, if you need to refresh NetBeans or anything, here's how to do it. And let's see, course outcome summary. What we're going to really go on to is mathematical competency. We'll do an area class, effective problem solving, professionalism, and technological competency. That's the final exam and program. Again, it's a standard grading scale that MATC has. And what I do is half your grade is based on the exams, half your grade is based on the assignments. So what I do is I take all your assignments, add up your points, divide it by the points possible. That gives me a ratio. And I do the same thing with the exam. The exams are actually, midterm is worth 100 points, the final is worth 100 points. So I add those two together, divide by 200, I get a ratio, I get a percentage. Then I add the assignments percentage and the exam percentage together, divide by 2, and that's your total percentage. So your exams are worth 50%, your assignments are worth 50%. And there's the schedule at the end. The other thing I want to say is, when we do the midterm and the final, you can use your book, you can use your notes, you can use the internet, you can use anything. You just can't talk to somebody else. And I think about 75 points are going to be multiple choice questions, and 25 points are a program. So there's a program and multiple choice questions. I think there's about 25 multiple choice questions worth 3 points each for both the midterm and the final, and then there's a program worth 25 points altogether. So that's just the syllabus. Once you review the whole syllabus, there's a lot more in there than I've gone over. What I want you to do is go to the syllabus review form, and basically what this says, and you just say begin. After reviewing the syllabus, what I want you to do is click on the yes to indicate you've received the syllabus. It also says that you've reviewed it and agreed to the information concerning the course requirements and grading. So you just say yes, save and submit. Okay, boom, boom, and it'll tell you, okay, that's worth 5 points. So you got 5 points out of it. And it just says, yeah, I've read it. I understand what is required of me. I understand how the course is going to go. So just say yes. If you don't want to say yes, there's something that's bothering you, email me, let me know, and we can talk about it. So that's the syllabus review form. That's part of your first assignment. Also, here's just your course outcome summaries, what the course is supposed to cover. So everything is just kind of laid out there. And student support services, also college guidelines and resources. So that's under syllabus and schedules. Back to weekly lessons. So again, this kind of tells you what we're going to cover. Next one is the presentation. Any videos, I'll put in a little video section here. And then the assignments, like I said, the first one is the discussion board, respond to the syllabus confirmation. And then the final thing is complete the Low Shoe Magic Square program. It's Programming Challenge 20 on page 492 in your book. So if you have the book, you can go to that. Or if not, if you don't have the book, you just go to there. And here again is all the assignments. And here's the Low Shoe Magic Square program. Here, what we want to do is the Low Shoe Magic Square is a grid with 3 rows and 3 columns. And the grid contains the numbers 1 through 9 exactly. So every number appears once on the grid. And the sum of each row, each column, and each diagonal add up to the same number. So again, they have an example in the book. You have the book, go to the correct page, and you can see it. So what we want to do in the program, you can simulate a magic square using a 2-dimensional array. Write a method that accepts a 2-dimensional array as an argument and determines whether the array is a low shoe magic square. So basically what you want to do is you want to accept a 2-dimensional array, and then you want to add up the rows, you want to add up the columns, and you want to add up the diagonals. If they all equal the same number, and no number is repeated, you should also look at that, if they all, no number is repeated, if they all equal the same number, then you do have a low shoe magic square. And what you want to say is, yes, this is a low shoe magic square, or no, this is not a low shoe magic square. And like I said, it's on page 492. In the book, and this one's worth 30 points. And basically, it's kind of to get you back into practice of programming with Java. This is a 2-dimensional array. Like I said, you should have had arrays in 110, 2-dimensional array. You know, try it, see how it goes. With the homework, like I said, all I need, I don't need everything. All I need is the source code, the .java file. Even if you can't get the programs to work in the future, or this one, whatever, send it to me. I will give you some points. I'll look it over. I'll tell you where you went wrong. So let me see whatever you have. So that helps me and also helps you. It tells me, okay, this section people aren't getting, this section they are getting. And I can also, like I said, pinpoint and say, here's where your issue was. Or if it works perfectly, I'll just say, hey, everything looks good. You know, or I might give you a little suggestion like, yeah, this worked well and everything, but it's usually best practice to use camel capitalization for method names or something like that. I won't take any points off, I'll just tell you that. So anyway, that's under the weekly lessons. There's next is the discussion board. Assignments are also here. So right now you only were able to see the first one. So if you want to also, instead of doing the weekly lessons, you can go directly to here and see the assignments. Oh, one thing I kind of skipped over is announcements. Anytime there's something I want to announce, I will write it here. I'll also send it out email-wise, so you should also get an email to it. But after you get the email, if you delete it or whatever, you can come to the announcements and see what I've said. My faculty information is also here, along with my email address. When I have office hours, and right here, contact the instructor, it'll zip me an email right away if you want to contact me about something. Let's see if there's anything else here I want to go over. Oh, here, Collaborate Ultra is where, if you want to do a virtual meeting or office session, just hit Collaborate Ultra. There's here, it says Programming with Java Course Room. If you hit that and say join the course room, what it will do is bring you into the Java course room, and if I know you're coming in at a certain time, I'll be there waiting for you, and we can sit and talk about whatever you want to talk about. So here's just kind of shows you it, and you always have to turn on the audio and the video. Okay, and it doesn't want me to do that. For some reason it got hung up. Let's try it again. You're about to share your video. Looking good. Say when you're okay. I don't know why it's not letting me share video, but anyway, normally you can share the video there. So that's sad. Then just to get out, best way is just to leave session. And right now we'll skip. Okay, let's see if I got everything I wanted to talk about. Yeah, that's about everything. Again, like I said, you're not on your own. I'm here to help you. As you go through, make sure you read the book, look over the slides, because the slides are basically a summation of what was in that chapter for the book. Do the assignments. The only way to really learn Java or any language is to do the homework. Like I said, if you have any issues or things you're not clear about, contact me. Or if you think it's something everybody will learn from, put it on the discussion board. As you see, we've got it broken up into, if you want to do a second look at classes, there's something there, you don't put it up there. And I invite any student to comment on what the person wrote. And I look at this every day. I'll comment on it also. So that's kind of an overview of the class. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learn a lot in it. And good luck to you. And we'll see you this semester.